And my friend!
Usher! Usher, my dear friend, it's been so many years since I saw you last.
It's been too long, my friend. Come in, sit down.
I got your letter. I came as soon as I could. You spoke of illness?
Yes, an acute bodily illness. Yet it is not an illness merely of the body. Rather that is a disorder that oppresses me. It is an excessive nervous agitation. My actions are alternately vivacious and sullen. So I swing rapidly from tremendous indecision to a kind of energetic concision, the bane of the drunkard or the irreclaimable eater of opium, during the periods of my most intense excitement.
I believe it, for never before have I seen a man so altered. You are not the Roderick Usher I knew in my childhood, and yet I recognize you at once. How can I help you?
My best and my indeed most personal friend, by the cheerfulness of your society, I seek whatever solace you can afford me.
But what is it? What is the nature of this malady?
It is, I believe, a family evil, and one for which I despair to find a remedy. I suffer much from a morbid acuteness of senses.
Acuteness?
A deplorable acuteness.
I'm sorry.
A peculiar gloom afflicts me, and it is in such circumstances that I am tortured by severe and long-continued illness. Indeed, the evidently approaching dissolution of my tenderly beloved sister.
The Lady Madeline?
The Lady Madeline. Her disease has long baffled the skill of her physicians. A settled apathy, a gradual wasting away of the person. She has been my sole companion for long years, and she is my last and only relative on earth. Her decease will leave me, the hopeless and the frail, the very last of the House of Usher. I think I told you of my acuteness of vision.
Yes, but I fear very much that I do not understand you.
Light. Yes, even the faintest light strikes my eyes with an intensity that bewilders. Every glint of a nightly candle, every shaft of the morning sun stings and sears like knives, 1,000 glaring knives. I am overpowered like an intense sentiment of horror, unaccountable yet unendurable. Day after day after day.
This acuteness you speak of, did you say it affects the hearing as well?
It does. There are but certain particular sounds, and those from the strings of my own guitar, which do not inspire me with horror. I hear all things in heaven and in the earth. I hear many things. Every football, every breath, torture, day after day after day.
Day after day until one fatal day.
These impressions, these torturing of senses, leads me always, everywhere, to the same conclusion, a theory of sentience.
A theory of sentience?
Yes, my theory, in its most general form, is that of the sentience of all vegetable things. All things are endowed with a measure of life. All things are connected in a living web. All things feel and breathe together.
Other men have thought as much.
I lack words to express the full extent of my convictions. The belief, however, is connected with the gray stones of my own home. The house moves with me, the house is living. Look, even as I speak now, the walls have moved.
I see nothing. Roderick Usher, my poor friend, there is no truth in your theory.
You are wrong, I know it! I felt it in my very breath. Do not you understand? A sense of insufferable gloom pervades my spirit. I live with another depression of the soul which I can compare to no earthly sensation, more properly than after dream reverie upon opium. The bitter lapse into everyday life. The hideous dropping of the veil. It is an iciness, a sinking of the heart. In vain. I tell you, all is in vain. If necessary, just keep repeating all is in vain. But it is all in vain. It's all in vain.
Roderick!
I'm sorry. It's all in vain. What's wrong with you?
Roderick!
Everything I...
Roderick! Roderick!
We must bury the Lady Madeline, as she has deceased, as we have spoken. We must hide her, or throw her in some form of chamber somewhere in the house. When this house falls, she shall fall with it.
Who is the nature of the doughty heart, and was now mighty withal, on account of the powerfulness of the wine which he had drunken. Wait no longer, and hold parley with the hermit, but uplifted his mace outright, and with blows made quickly room in the planking of the door for his standing in guard before the palace of gold, and now pulling therewith sturdily. So he cracked and ripped and tore all asunder, that the noise of the dry and hollow sounding wood alarmed and reverberated throughout the forest. The good champion now entered within the door. The soaring he received no signal with the palace over, but in this red thereof a dragon of scaly and viscous fury, and he struck upon the head of the dragon with a shriek, so horrid and harsh, and the shield upon the wall fell down at his feet with a mighty and terrible ringing sound. Sure, did you hear that?
Hear it? Yes, I hear it, and I've heard it long, many minutes, many hours, many days. I've heard it, yet I dared not. Oh, pity me, miserable wretch that I am. I dared not speak. We have put her living in the tomb. me.